Right, hello YouTube, welcome back to more from the Dips. So, today, we're going to continue work on the Sky Manta. I have, I believe, got the docking system working now, I think. I need to try it in practice in a minute, but I think we are now docking as intended, or at least it calls the craft in now. I think I had some of the conditions set up wrong before. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fix the yawing issue, and I have two ideas for that. The first... Oh, actually, I should probably just make these larger ones, shouldn't I? Is a secondary set of thrusters on the wingtips that are just for yaw. By ideas I've had, I mean combination of ideas I've had and things people have suggested. Apparently the issue is basically because they're too far off the centre of mass, which, yep, fair enough. They are a long way off. Like a little square on like that, but because it's fine. Actually, I know what we can do. We can do... And then for the edge here, we can do these. We also found out what the wedges were. They are apparently effectively a means to defeat certain types of shells because of the way armor works. It's a little bit cheesing, but I guess that's how it is. Right, these are going to be set to yaw only. Turn a preset, turn a preset. We'll see how those do on their own, and if they're not enough, we'll also do the next thing. But ideally, I'd like to keep the wing shape, the flying wing shape. It is a slightly goofy looking craft at the moment, but... Is that enough to turn it at a decent rate? Not really on its own. It is turning. It is very slow, and it wants to be a bit faster than that. It's also climbing again. The engines are trying to stop it climbing, but... Maybe these are in the wrong place. Maybe these want to be more, ones for setting the pitch. Maybe these want to be more at the front. Okay, no, this is... Okay, we're going for plan B. The other thing I was considering doing. So, effectively, wherever centre of mass is, about there, we're going to build off a central tail. We'll do the same thing as we we're going to do with the wingtips, but this one will be in the middle. So what we might even do is do... Oh, do a nice lightweight girder frame tail. Extend this nice and far out with some truss. We will reinforce the sides a bit. I'm also thinking what we'll do is we'll add a little bit more to it by going down from the top, like so. Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, this makes perfect sense, because we're trying to do a manta, right? This is the tail. How did I miss that? It's so incredibly obvious. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going with this. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. Yes, we're definitely doing this now. So... Capacity at the moment. Not too bad. Oh, this is probably one to ask you guys on the channel. Would you be interested if I looked into how you actually do it? Because I've done Steam Workshop stuff for other games, but not from the depths. Would you guys be interested if I maybe, like, uploaded all our campaign crafts so you could take a look at them, maybe? I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that, but I'd be happy to try and work out how to put them up if you guys would be interested in taking a closer look. Maybe mess around with them yourselves, see if you can improve them, I don't know. Loads of things you could do with them, potentially. If you guys would be interested in me putting them up, I'll look into that. Let's add these bits here. You guys can fight them with your own craft and probably fairly promptly squash them. Get that, and then the pitch control. A bunch of these along the bottom. Turn it preset. And now we're getting somewhere. This is what I believe used to be called a drumstick engine. Looks a bit like a chicken drumstick, just a sort of big hole with a set of engines on the back. Why not? Tiny bit of extra forward thrust. We are still flying. And we are turning not fast, but a lot better than we were. We're still easily holding 300 meters altitude. We should probably put some radar dishes on this thing as well, because it is flying reasonably high. Give it a bit of AWACS capability as well. What I am going to do is, let's find the docking ports, and we're going to give these things a couple blocks of clearance, and we're going to test the undocking, because they're currently floating too close to the hull. It's great for looking like it's kind of docked. Useless for actually using it, because it just causes problems. They need a bit more actual clearance, basically. They were snagging a bit as well, so we've got to be a bit careful with it. In theory, when they spawn in, they should pretty much immediately undock, but again, we have to get this working in practice. I've also added a few repair tentacles to the inside of the hull. I'll probably move those later, but for the sake of testing, they are there. Right. We spawn a Marauder here. Pause the game. What happens with these? Are they coming undocked properly? Some damage has happened because I've already seen repairs. What happened there? Nani? What the heck happened here? Was that a collision? Two on the far side undocked fine, these two did not. Okay. We did undock as intended, though. Let them destroy that Marauder quickly, and then let's see what happens when they... So, tell you what, if we delete the enemy vehicle... First of all, let's test redocking. Okay, the one that was jammed under the wing is redocked as intended. Yeah, I'm a bit curious as to how that massive hole got put in one of them. I'm not sure what caused that. It's also flying quite a bit faster. Is that just from that, or is it because the turning thrusters are also firing, I guess? Alright, right, so... Need to hold these things a bit further out. Or do we just accept that it's going to have to carry them quite some distance off the actual wing? We could move them right to the... Yeah, that might be the best way. We might move them right to the wing tips. The spawning points could stay where they are, but I might move the actual docking ports right to the wing tips. Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, right, there's nothing in... Oh. Yeah, we're going to have to check, redo the spawners as well, apparently. Let's put them... Take off these. Much I'd like to have that aesthetic, I think. Have them being carried right under the wing, I don't think it's going to work. We'll still have them by the wings, but we'll have to move them further out, basically. Same with this one, but that does give us more space on the wings for additional things, like I do want to add some missile launchers on the wings themselves. Right. Fill that. Fill that. Right. Send from here-ish. By here-ish, I mean exactly here. Right. Let's also attach this to the hull so I can move them individually. That there. Docking station, small. Right, so... Oh, hang on. Okay, so...
Listening.
There should be a fleet. Why can I not select them? Why are already two of them selected? They are all part of the fleet, right? Yeah. That one down. Last one. We're also going to change the angle on them a little bit so they're facing a little bit away from the wings when they undock. Oh, infinite resources. Oh, it's going to need more fuel, isn't it? Yeah, we may have to expand the fuel bots. That's fine. Was it the front or the back that's full of fuel? It is the front. Yeah, because we've got extra engines. Right, why can't you... Well, now it can. Yeah, let's set them to 25 as well, so don't spawn too near it. Maybe they're too far away. That could be all it was. Oh, no. Sky Manta. Right, let's actually get the angles right. We'll test this. We'll get the docking working today. Right, so... Again, we will be tweaking the sky rays themselves as well. Especially since I just noticed they've got a blue bit where it should be yellow. God damn it, that's annoying now that I spotted that. Right. Yeah, no, we will be tweaking those. We might even try and do that booster idea I suggested. Last time someone did point out a way we could probably do it. I think it could be fun, so we might try that. Right. 0. What did we do before? It was 90 and 90, right? 180. And then... That's probably about right. The launch, okay. Do display the visual effects. 70, yeah. It's not quite as cool as having them right on the wings like that, but because this actually works, we're gonna have to make do with that. Let's get rid of these as well. I like the idea of it sort of carrying them under its wings like real sort of, I believe real manta rays do with sort of their young and that, or other fish will sort of like cruise along with them, but again, for the sake of it actually working, this should work because they'll eject at an angle. Even on a turn, they should gain enough altitude to get over the top or the bottom of the craft. Or they actually collide with it. So 110, 90. No, not 90. 70. Yes, 110, 90, and 80. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, and visuals. Right. Okay, so the mantas are now... They're being carried. Look like they're not having as many issues either. Right, if we now spawn... Oh no! A fist from Deepwater Garden Marauder. Whatever shall we do? Guys, come on! It literally smashed one of them. I gotta fix this. I have to hold them literally vertically, come on. Because they immediately decided to... You know what, now I think about it. Easy solution. Cunning plan, as Baldrick would say. Alright. New plan. We also face them backwards. This way they will zoom backwards out of the way. Will not crash into each other. No wonder the carriers in the AI designs spawn their planes up at such weird angles. Probably having exactly these issues, and they're not moving as fast. This thing's even quicker. Hey, okay, that looks... Yeah, not seeing any damage. Oh. Right, I forgot. Those are upside down, technically. Okay. Let's also fix that. That was the bottom ones, right, that decided to try and flip. So if we flip the bottom one's orientation... Yeah, because I've got the details on the top. I suppose if this thing was flying higher like it was supposed to, it wouldn't be a problem, but this thing seems determined to fly at this altitude specifically. Right. Minus 90. They're a little bit close for my liking. Again, maybe that boost will help because that gives them a bit of a kick-off, but... Oh no, another fearsome marauder. Okay, there we go. Nope, one of them's damaged. What happened? What did happen? Oh, what is this? Why? But why the... Right, we need to have it facing outwards a little bit as well. Oh my god. Yes, I love troubleshooting. Oh, you know what it probably was? It probably snagged. Oh, it's that tail again. Goddamn tail. Oh, we're just going to set it to a little bit further off. It doesn't look good, but... Doesn't look as good, but it's fine. With a ton of clearance, let's see what happens. This is why we test this stuff in the designer first, when I actually remember to do it. Not even building that much, it's just tweaking. Right. Alright. A third marauder, apparently. They're really sending these in heavy today. Right, okay, that looks pretty cool actually. The sort of synchronized launch with the flares and everything and the laser beams and flying formation. I'm not gonna lie, that looks cool. I think a Marauder is about to get beamed by some cram cannons and a lot of missiles. Oops, I've accidentally taken a screenshot. And now, with our fists and foe defeated... Hey! It's like, get back here. Yoink! Dragging them across the sky. Oh, do we have any rust? Do we have any roll thrusters? I don't think we actually do. That is something else we probably ought to sort. Yeah, I think we're going to need a dedicated engine as well as the jet generators. They provide a reasonable bit of power, but not quite enough. Right. Is this overkill? Maybe, but we also know this thing's heavy, so... You know, maybe not. Also getting worrying the coast of the sea. Get that roll on. This doesn't apply the modifiers symmetrically, so you have to panel the way across this very wide wing, which is definitely making construction a bit slow. But yeah, we'll design, maybe for the rest of the episode, once we've got this set up, we'll maybe design the launchers for the wings. Well, we're having power issues again yet. We might also put some engines in. And finish that. Yeah, we'll maybe finish that box, add some engines, and then try and work on the launcher. Okay, leveling out. I think we should have space above this to add an engine in. Nope. Maybe not armor the box full of fuel with boxes full of fuel. That's maybe not quite right. So we do need to finish that armor, however, because that's not going to do much if the explosion can just route straight through one hole and into the other. Right. Python engine, I guess. It seems to be humming away nicely. Just double check that we're not blocking any exhaust on it. So I can actually support the core engine itself. Oh, is that going to be exhausting? Yeah. And that was. Where's that pipe going up? He's running. Lots of gas leaving here. Lots. Still getting hot? Oh, we're running okay now. We're running okay now, I think. Just got so quiet now that it's running, it's can't hear it. Right. We are flying. I might even beef up the pitch control on the back of that, and we'll maybe finally get that flying at the right angle thing, but I wouldn't count on it. Are those actually lit up? They are, yeah. Let's try. Oh. We are definitely tipping without them, so they were definitely doing something. Right, so in that case, if we then go... Oh, look at that. Much better. Finally! Level flight! Sort of. Oh, I was tipping up again. Oh, well. I think one of the things we'll also do later on, not immediately, but we will flip those turrets. We're going to put have them coming out the top for the sake of aiming, because we have had some issues of that. Right. So we're going to fix that, put the engine in. Missiles. Let's use this for the rest of the video. Let's add some launchers. So we probably, what size do we want? Maybe if we have 4 sets of 4 launchers on the top and bottom, gives it quite a bit of firepower. So 4 sets of large launchers, basically. Rail? We could even have rails. Actually, let's attach it to the underside. I have a bit of an idea here. We do. Oh, they're way more expensive. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, I have a bit of an idea for what we could potentially do here. If we go... launcher... need a connector, of course. Of course, we can extend or shorten this as we need to. I think these will be like self-contained pods, so we can quickly copy and paste them onto other parts of this craft. Missiles themselves. Variable thruster. Fins. Fuel tank. Prediction guidance. What type do we want? Do we want radar? We'll go for yeah, we'll try radar. But we will add a oh, what's the one that makes them harder to get jammed? Signal processor. There we go. Explosive frag warhead. Then we'll do right. So their lifetime is what, 40 seconds at that size? Is that right? 40 seconds. Okay, so at the moment, not really enough fuel for the full lifetime, so we could. Oh, hang on. That is the door. I better go get that. One moment, YouTube. Right, apologies, YouTube. That was indeed a delivery. What I wanted to do with these missiles, I have just remembered, was a short 1.5 second delay before they activate. The idea being that they can sort of drop for a moment. Probably finishing the episode in a moment anyway, but what I think I am a little bit interested in is the whole dropped as bomb thing, because I don't know entirely how that works. It is an option you can set for them. At least I thought it was. The direction we're fired in, the direction we're currently moving in. Maybe that's another thing. Yeah, the other thing we might want to do is a bit of a launch kick, because they're moving off a little slow. Oh wait, but they have to go here, and that's not really the best place. No, actually, for sake of keeping low profile, we'll get rid of that. Right, let's do a quick test. Once more. Oh. Right, forgot about that. We've got Sky Rays on board. We may have to do some tweaking there. Oh! Oh, right, the ones on the other side are just decoys. Well, they did find the target. If we spawn another Marauder, do they re-find that one? Yes. Could have reasonable accuracy, actually, for only having one fin. Maybe there's a bit of a buff to it for larger missiles, so they at least have some steering. How are we looking on a hit from one of these? Well, maybe not the best target to test it on, I suppose, because it's made of wood, but that did seem to do damage. Rather unsurprisingly. Okay. We could change the loadouts, but I think the launcher itself setup works, so we'll quickly armour this up with a bit of an armoured shell. Then that there. And then like that. And we'll go. Oh. Slopes across the back of course. Actually, let's add a few extra bits first. Quickly, local weapons controller. There, right, and then just a quick covering of slopes across the back, and also more here, and then at the front, let's go like that, and then maybe not that. Oh. Yeah, that looks alright. There we go. Right, I think we'll call that there because I've got some stuff I need to sort. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this episode. Good, I'm liking how it's coming together now with those little bits of advice on tweaking it. We're actually got something that can actually fly a bit more now. It can actually steer and everything. The Sky seem to launch without issue now. You know, ignoring lag. Okay, immediate lag. Did we ever damage immediately? No, I think we're okay. Oh, must have been on their side. Direct hits from the crams. The crams will probably still work again. I'm thinking I'll move them to the top, although they do seem to be landing hits a bit more reliably now. But that's because the launch angle is a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit scary to see flying over. Look at that. I think we're getting somewhere. So yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.